Hey guys, I welcome everyone to News in Short. Welcome to Sriram Sayas. This is a special series where we pick one important topic which is in news and we cover that in a very short and crisp manner. So this video is presented to you by Anshum Verma. I am a practicing advocate in High Court of Delhi and I have a past experience of more than 10 years in mentoring UPSC aspirants. So, guys, the topic for today's discussion is the new reformative criminal laws that has been very recently placed in the parliament. So, our home minister has recently come out with bills replacing our important laws in criminal justice system. Those important laws are your IPC, Indian Penal Code, CRPC, and the Evidence Act. You can link this topic with GS2, government policy and interventions for development in various sectors. So you can link this topic with GS2. So why this topic comes in news? Because in Lok Sabha, Indian Home Minister has presented three bills. The name of the bills are Bharatiya Nyay Sahita 2023, Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sahita 2023, Bharatiya Sakshay Bill 2023. These three bills will replace Indian Penal Code, the Criminal Procedure Code, and Indian Evidence Act. So, in short, it will be replacing or repealing or it will be transforming the complete criminal justice system in our country. However, this bill right now is not yet passed. It has been referred to the Parliamentary Standing Committee. That means now the Parliamentary Standing Committee will scrutinize each of the provision of these three bills, and then after the detailed scrutiny, it will put to vote in both the House of Parliament. And it is expected that most probably in the winter session, upcoming winter session, these bills will be passed because obviously this bill requires a detailed scrutiny. So this bill, as per Amit Shah ji, these bills have been framed after extensive consultation with various stakeholders like the Supreme Court and High Court judges, law universities, chief ministers, governors, and different committees have also given their input in bringing in amendments to the criminal justice system for our country. But before coming into the details of what these three bills are, let us first understand that what is the difference between IPC and CRPC. Or for future, it will be what is the difference between भारतीय न्याय संहिता 2023 and भारतीय नागरिक सुरक्षा संहिता 2023. One more important thing that you have to keep in mind, guys, the nomenclature of the bill. The nomenclature of the bill is the same. Bharatiya Nyay Sanhita. That means even in English, you will refer this bill as Bharatiya Nyay Sanhita. You cannot translate in English like Indian Justice Code. So it won't make any sense. So even the government has used the English word. That means they have used the Hindi words, they have translated it into the English language. So what is IPC? IPC, which is the official criminal code of India. Now, what do we understand about IPC or what it is in IPC? Basically, IPC lays down what are the different types of offenses slash crimes that a person can commit. So that means it has all the definitions of the crimes. Along with the definition, it also has the different punishments associated with each type of crime. Everything is mentioned in IPC. So The overall layout of IPC is that it has around 511 sections divided into 23 chapters. Now, this is about IPC, not about the new bill. So, first understand what is IPC. Now, this is for all of the aspirants who are very new to your preparation. So, do remember this one more thing here, that Indian penal code system, or the criminal penal code system that we follow, it is common for the entire nation. That means if a person belongs to either of the religion, caste, sex, place of birth, etc., the person will be treated equally. So this is your IPC. In short, it defines what is a crime and what are the different punishments related with that crime. Moving ahead, what is CRPC? Code of Criminal Procedure, 1974. This act lays down the procedure for regulation of criminal law in India. That means what different types of procedure you will follow in order to carry out the investigation related to an offense, to carry out the procedures which are related to the collection of evidence, and then how the punishment is to be given, how the punishment will be prosecuted, and so on. So basically, IPC gives you what is a crime and what is the punishment. CRPC gives you how the punishment will be executed, or the investigation related to the crime will be done. Then it also sets out the hierarchy of competent courts to try criminal cases. Like, first of all, a crime has happened. Then what should be the procedure? Like, which court should be approached in the first case? So CRPC has all these details. Like, first you will approach your local district court. Then you can have a option of, if you are not satisfied with the proceedings there, you can approach the session court. Then from there you can approach the high court, and then you have the option even to challenge the verdict of the lower courts in the topmost or the apex court of our country, that is the Supreme Court. It can be said that IPC covers all substantive crimes and their punishment, and CRPC covers the details of the procedure of all aspects involved in administrative process dealing with the crime. Okay, so this is IPC and CRPC. I hope you understand the difference. Now, I will come to what is the new amendments, or we will briefly see that what the government is aiming to. Now, guys, when it comes to follow the criminal justice system in our country, we follow the British legacy. That means we are still following all the laws that has been framed by the Britishers under IPC, Indian Penal Code, because it dates back to 1860. Imagine how old is the criminal system that we are following even today, till 23. And till the time the bill is not passed, we are still relying on the old IPC. So, as per the Amit Shah's statement in the Lok Sabha, he said that from 1860 to 23, the country's criminal justice system functioned as per the laws made by the British. And I can assure the House that these bills will transform our criminal justice system. He emphasized this line where he said that the aim will not to punish, but it will provide justice. सिर्फ पनिशमेंट नहीं देनी है, न्याय देना है, न्याय. सो इस शब्द पर अमित शाह जी ने फोकस किया है. सो राइट नाउ ये जो तीनों बिल है मैं आपको बता देता हूं. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, इंडियन पीनल कोड 1860 has been replaced by Bharatiya Sanhita Bill 2023. Earlier it used to have 511 sections. अब इसके अंदर कितने sections होंगे? 356 sections, 356. Then 175 sections have been amended. Then 8 sections have been added. some new sections have been added, and 22 sections have been repealed. So some amendments done, some new sections added, and some has been taken out, absolutely declared void by the legislative process. So this is IPC. Then Code of Criminal Procedure has been replaced by Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita 2023. It will have 533 sections instead of 478 sections. Right now, sections in this CRPC has increased. 160 sections have been changed, like they have changed it or amended it. 9 new sections have been added and 9 sections have been repealed. Now guys, all these data you do not have to remember. At least you should remember this, that what is the new number of sections that each bill will have. But rest of the things, your law students and the people preparing for judiciary and advocates like me will be struggling, okay, because we have memorized all the important provisions as per IPC and CRPC, but everything has been changed now. The last is Indian Evidence Act 1872, which has been replaced by Bharatiya Sakshya Bill 2023. It will have 170 sections. Earlier it was 167. 23 sections have been amended. 1 section has been added and 5 sections has been repealed. So this is a brief overview. All these bills have been passed on to a standing committee.